Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Coredumped. We are back into a fever dream in Rogue Trader. We are in the Obsidian Court. We've been captured by Marazhai, or Marazhai, I can never remember his name. And we're kind of hallucinating, I feel. Can't I move? Oh, I can. Oh. Lord Captain received an unsuspected message from Dargonis. Achilles' calendar reports a Xeno's raid against a merchant ship in Gatrafal's Calamity. So I'm just seeing images, I guess. A new message from Master's calendar, Lord Captain. Achilles' Saints have reported that Xeno's leader will be heading on attack on the Paradise World Grantis. Okay, pressing space doesn't actually make this go forward a little bit faster.
A new challenge for me.
So, okay, will this be relevant? Merchant ship in Gatrafal's Calamity and Paradise World Grantis. We have identified the breed of Xenos that pose this threat. The Aldari, humanity's ancient and insidious foes. This is calendar.
Victory awaits.
I focused all my attention on investigating the attacks across your protectorate. I suspected that there was something bigger behind the Xenos attacks, but... Come on. But what? How is it that you were the only soul who managed to escape the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there to the rumors that the heretic Conrad Voigtvid is spreading about you? This is the Inquisitor, yeah.
None
Am I supposed to just run past them, or do I wait? I guess I'll wait. I am going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed Rogue Trader, may have afforded yourself. Okay, so we're having visions of previous events. Is this Iliad? The Betrayer. Okay, so this is clearly a vision of our Voidship Bridge.
You are accused of consorting with Xenos, betraying the Imperium, and neglecting the interests of humankind.
Not really what happened. Pulsating strands stretch from under Cassius' headpiece, one wrapping around... Oh, I'm seeing my companions dead. One wrapping around her neck while the others drain her lifeblood through her weeping eye sockets and mouth. Lovely. Idira? Argenta. Every exposed area of Argenta's skin is mottled with an intricate pattern of scarlet blisters, crimson indentations and charred tissue. All of the Cold Trader's bones were broken, her augmented arm was ripped from its socket, and the bones of every finger on the remaining hand are twisted and sticking out at strange angles. Pascal's augmetics were separated but not extracted from his body. The places where they connect to the organic tissue teem with predatory millipedes, feasting on the coagulating blood and accumulated pus. Ah, wonderful. Abelard Werserian's limbs were amputated and then sewn back onto his body with remarkable skill and precision using human tendons. What? Why do you make these things up, man?
The Tribunal is waiting for your explanations. Come closer.
Okay, so who is that? We have Theodora here, Heinrichs, and the Lord Inquisitor? And here comes our principal witness, the Rogue Trader himself. Heinrichs gives you a cold look. If the presented evidence was not enough to convince you, his testimony will conclude this confusing case, full of oath-breaking, lies, and heresy. You drag this boy into this trial and now expect someone will lend an ear to a lowly heretic's testimony? I thought better of you, Interrogator von Kellogg's. I was so very wrong. Lady Theodora's voice sounds even harsher and angry than you remember. The Lord Inquisitor makes a vaguely dismissive gesture. Enough. Let him speak. The sooner this business is concluded, the better. Then let us continue. Shielded by the powers of the Warrant of Trade granted by the Imperium, Theodora von Valancius more than once allowed herself to openly collaborate with Xenos. You have never seen such a contemptuous grimace on the Interrogator's face. She plunged her entire protectorate into apostasy and heresy, including the current rogue trader, and went out of her way to prevent the Inquisition and me personally from maintaining order inside the Expanse. Does the rogue trader admit to fraternizing the Xenos, serving them as a puppet and rejecting God Emperor's blessed light for the sake of his heretical desires and base profit? You served the Xenos. You rejected his light. You reveled in your heretical desires and craved base profit. Did I? Okay, we can submit to the illusion. But since we have Iconoclast adherent, the Xenos is gone. Why is the Lord Inquisitor here? And Theodora's reanimated corpse too. Didn't she die? Everything is wrong here. Died, you say? But who are you talking to if I did? Theodora Von Valancius is alive. You were a loyal servant and she made you serve the Xenos. What? Get one... Are they trying to kind of brainwash me? Get one simple truth into your empty head. Your role in these events is negligible. You shall think me the Emperor on the Golden Throne if I so choose, and think me dead if it strikes my fancy. But this is not what matters right now. Just look in your direction makes me sick. Why must I speak the filth? The last words are obviously meant for the court, not you. Well, we were back in... Oh, that was strange. Heinrich spins over you with a crooked smile. Rogue Trader, are you alright? Or was your heretical association with Xenos so disrupted that you lost your mind? I guess we're kind of waking up, maybe? The mocking words do little to hide his irritation. The interrogator is obviously displeased with the turn the conversation is taking. You serve the Xenos... Okay. The Inquisitor leans forward slightly at the sight of your anguish, and you can see Marazhai over there kind of blinking out. This sequence is awesome. For a brief moment, the boredom in his eyes is gone. It was amusing, but the joke has outstayed its welcome. Theodora shoots the interrogator a nasty look. It is painfully obvious this heretic is dancing to your tune. His word against mine. You had lost before you even unsheathed your blade, Heinrichs. You need not worry, dear Lord Captain. It was not my intention to bring up unsupported claims. Heinrich produces a latest slate and skillfully manipulates the device until he locates the necessary information. The rogue trader uncovered the crimes of the Eldari on the most important agri-world of the Von Valancius Protectorate, which feeds many Imperium colonies in the Expanse. But instead of purging the planet of Xenos menace, he allowed the Inhumans to take refuge in the shadow of his power. It's true, you did. They are corrupting Genusian society even as we speak, and who knows, perhaps another rebellion will not be long in coming. The rogue trader's ties to the Drukhari, a different subspecies of Eldari, are just as obvious. Who else could help him divine the carefully prepared plans of the Drukhari if not other Drukhari? Coredumped Von Valancius always ended up in the location of the next Drukhari raid, knowing for certain where they were going to strike. You served the Drukhari. You did their bidding. They helped you survive. Without your Drukhari masters, you would be dead. Okay, so here we can't actually fight back. Yes, I did cooperate with the Xenos, so I'll not deny. Before the court and the God Emperor myself, I plead guilty to all charges. Okay, let's go for this one. Cooperation is a double-edged sword. Sometimes you use your partner and sometimes your partner uses you, which is what happened to the rogue trader. Lady Theodora used him to undermine the standing of the Imperium in the Expanse. Theodora Von Valancius is alive. Okay. The tribunal remains silent, although those present cast anxious glances at your predecessor. At this point, the tribunal probably wants to know what the true intentions of the Von Valancius dynasty are. The rogue trader claims he has been waging war against Drukhari this entire time. Except, was there really a war? Or was it another carefully staged performance? Heinrich is looking at you closely, almost without blinking. Allow me to explain what actually happened. Coredumped Von Valancius personally invited the Drukhari to his world and then used their strength and resources to sow chaos in the Expanse to gain leverage over his rivals. It is very convenient to play the victim while working with those who rob your neighbors blind and terrify the worlds that pay you tribute. How much did you profit from this, rogue trader? Did you think I would not uncover your pathetic conspiracy? So if I don't want to submit, I can go for willpower and pray? Enough of this circus, Heinrichs. I did not set up any attacks. Dude. In this episode and the previous episode, we are rolling way too well. Rogue trader. Heinrichs addresses you through clenched teeth. You are destroying your only chance to make yourself useful to the Inquisition and to me personally. Do not tempt fate and do not resist the examination. Are you really saying your war with Drukhari was not a hoax? Then how did you and your foolish subjects know the coordinates of the enemy ships every time? How did you know their targets? Do you think your expert on all things Xenos was shrewd enough to divine the carefully devised plan of the Cabal's finest? No, only other Drukhari could do that, and even then, only a few. This means you were in collusion with them. Bullheaded stubbornness does not befit a man of your pedigree, Rogue Trader, but since you have decided to deny everything, I will summon another witness. I am sure everyone will find it interesting to explore this sordid story from another angle. Yirliet silently takes a step forward. If the court so desires, my speech will run like a river and wash away your doubts. I found a shard of my home in the Rogue Trader's chambers. An entire craft world vanished among the stars, the only clue to its fate resting in the hands of this monkey. That was when I began to suspect that he had something to do with the misfortune that had befallen my Crudarak. Do not be deceived by his breed. There is a cunning predator lurking behind the fluttering of fragile butterfly wings. The monkey before you is a bizarre amalgamation of qualities not unusually inherent in his feeble species. He has mastered the mysteries of many of this world's cultures. The secrets of the universe and ancient artifacts, the fine art of war, the intricacies of deceit, all are embodied in a single monkey, however hard it may be to believe. However, the thread that bound our paths broke the moment I realized the monkey's involvement in the disappearance of my home. To flee the Rogue Trader, I tracked down and eliminated his chief tracker who has pursued our kin in this part of the galaxy for many years, and thus earned clemency before this court. So, Achilles did not simply vanish, you helped him disappear. Heinrich nods curtly. I say he had only himself to blame. An agent who cannot recognize an impending threat is useless. I wonder if we missed something and that's why we don't have any options here. Heinrich nods with satisfaction noticing your reaction, or rather, the lack of it. The court has been presented with enough evidence, and I hope no one is harboring any doubts as to the guilt of the Von Valancius dynasty. But let us allow the Rogue Trader to say his final word. We are all curious to know what you have gleaned from this inquiry. Now I see that I have been blind, the Xenos have been fighting one another all this time and I was their unwitting cat's paw. I am struggling to make sense of what's going on here. Mercy? I am nothing but a pup in this charade. Everything that has taken place at this trial is a vicious lie. Yes. You try to push the words out of your throat, but they become stuck in a suffocating lump, choking you. Heinrich notices your struggle and quickly changes the subject. The Rogue Trader is obviously stunned by the realization Theodora has been using him this entire time to impede me. Enough. What are they trying to do? Hello, Xenos lady. Hello, dead body. Who is that? Is that Marazhai? No. After the spell is lifted, staggering pain pierces your body. Darkness clouds your vision and nausea creeps up your throat, but the wounds you manage to forget soon remind you that you are still alive. Archon Nazrake. Marazhai Iziraesh. Draken of the Cabal of the Riving Tempest. First blade to Lady Iremiris, eviscerator of Illiridos, blaze of the Barca Kingdom and slayer of Carocious the Pale. The commanding inhuman voice tears you from the vice of agony, and you see the silhouette of a Drukhari whose very presence makes your innards clench. How dare you come before the Council of Archons of the Dark City with this lesser creature? I like this guy, looks very cool. Yeah. Look at the Drukhari upon the throne. One half of his face is hidden behind a golden mask with an intimidating visage, the other half is showing a malicious, sharp-toothed leer. The Xenos' elaborate armor is decorated with skulls and patches of human skin, impaled on countless blades and hooks. He carries himself with authority and ease, as though he is a ruler who holds the threads of fate of all those present tightly in his grasp. I want to kill him. We can try and fail this. Look at the female Drukhari. The Xenos looks menacing, perhaps she is the personal guard of the Drukhari sitting on the throne. Okay. Look at Marazhai. A triumphant grin erupts on Marazhai's face, but the Xenos remains surprisingly composed and does not dare to interrupt the unknown speaker. Look at Iliad. Iliad absorbs every word, occasionally wincing in pain and covering her weeping wounds. Her posture and gestures are full of tension. Like prey cornered by a pack of predators, Iliad shrinks under the hungry stares of those around her. Listen to the conversation. With the greatest respect, mighty Marazhai, Archon of the Cabal of the Black Heart, first among the chosen, voice of the Overlord of the Dark City, bringer of the mice, conqueror of 100 worlds. Marazhai dismisses Marazhai like a bothersome fly. The Council of Archons has heard enough platitudes, Archon Marazhai, and no longer wishes to... Oh. He was interrupted. Sly intrigues, ruthless chill to jagged eyes, turns lips and tongues, and I couldn't read the rest. Who are you? A stranger. Of vitriol verbose the cut and thrust, keep time with fate's own machinations grave, but whose deft footwork leads to naught but dust. While from its brutal finish none can save, this play the puppet master granted me, through murky stalls a path obligingly. The great puppet master has Vect himself invited you to his chamber? The Archon chokes on his own words but quickly regains his composure. No matter, you may be our guest, Arabanian, but you are merely a spectator in this performance, and spectators do not belong on the stage, as you undoubtedly know. Do not interfere. The stranger presses a delicate finger to the lips of his sorrowful mask and says with a twinkle in his eye, "A shadow in the shadows I will be." God damn it, why don't I... Oh, wait, I do have some... Ah, this one is the easiest one, I think. Look at the Eldari who interrupted the trial. Failed it. The smooth, subtle movements of these Xenos are unlike the rough lunges of the Drukhari or the cautious gestures of the children of Azurian, but your aching head and the lingering fugue prevent you from focusing your eyes on the daring soul who interrupted the Archon. The Xenos catches your eye and nods. For a moment, the play of shadows on the mask appears to twist its expression into a mischievous grin. Recall about what you know about Vect. Okay, failed again. Judging by the Archon's reaction, this is a prominent figure in the Drukhari hierarchy, but memory fails you. You are not familiar with the Xenos by that name. Let's just listen. Marazhai Azri... Oh my god. Azri Azirayesh. Consider the circumstances. The Archon looks around the room and rests his troubled gaze on the Xenos in bright armor who interrupted him. The council finds Archon Iremires guilty. The blade of your truth cut through the shadowy veil concealing her transgressions. However, a glint of cruel mockery appears in his eyes. How dare you insult the council with such a pathetic complaint? You should have ripped Iremires... Is this Iliad? Or is this the lady that he kind of killed in Dargonus? You should have ripped Iremires' heart out with your own hands and granted her soul to Vect if you wanted to atone for the mistakes of the reaving tempest. Marazhai's eyes widen, filled with astonishment and disbelief. He seems to have been certain of the outcome and did not expect what he is hearing now. His lips twisted in rage snarl. Hatred directed at the Xenos on the throne, and yet it finds no outlet under the gazes of the dozens of Drukhari in the chamber. To contradict my decision is to contradict the decision of Vect himself, fool. Something in the Xenos tone makes your heart skip a beat. Allow me to discipline you for your weakness. Today, the Dracon will lose his wings and plunge to the very bottom of the chasm. You will go to the arena to atone for your mistakes and impertinence alongside the rabble you have dragged to Camorra. If you are a true Dracon, you will rise again. If you do not, your suffering will satiate the worthy. Woo! Lay down your weapons and follow the guards. I will let you keep what little dignity you have left. This is my final gift to you, Marazhai. Get screwed, bitch. Hello? The Archon nods in satisfaction and makes an unfamiliar gesture. The guards draw closer to you. Let us return to you, Iremires. Oh, I am Iremires. Or is it this guy? The laughter of the masked Xenos interrupts the Archon and echoes under the vaults of the chamber in a resounding baritone. And all the masks upon their masks now stand. And all the masks upon their marks now stand. The slave of vanity the spire ascends, the thief and traitor cast downward by her hand. Unbeknownst to all, their fate depends upon a lead unseen, a player green. The Xenos leads forward and eyes you with genuine interest. The mask hides his narrow face and his motley garb shimmers in the dim light. Are you a friend, maybe? Is this how you treat the hospitality of Komora, Arabenian? The Archon angrily balls his fist, the shadow of his wrath hanging over the Aldari interloper like a thundercloud. I thought your words were worth more. You insult me by interrupting the trial again. The Xeno sweeps into a theatrical bow without taking his eyes off Nazrakei's face. You, Archon, speak a just rebuke. In truth, Fate's melodies and snarls fantastic have entrapped me here, and when I heard them play, I could not keep my lips from grinning wide. Here comes the hour for shadows to retreat, to where the curtain waits to rise, the laugh with no beginning now sends forth the call. Yo! Did he kill me or what? I guess he knocked me unconscious, right? I wonder if he is a friend. It seems like it. The world is an impenetrable haze of warm pain. You lie motionless. No, you rest. In the murky gloom, slowly dissolving into nothingness. Sometimes your repose is troubled by unpleasant and persistent tremors coming from the place where your legs used to be. You do your best to ignore them. Away, you vulture, is not your prey. A vaguely familiar voice reaches you through the curtains of darkness, but your disobedient thoughts refuse to reveal where and when you have heard it before. Was it just recently or 100 lifetimes ago? The trembling coming from your legs is replaced with a violent jerking motion, and then it finally stops. From this phantasmagoria retreat undeftly sees my merchant vagabond. The puppet master strings left dangling again rise up to take your place and dance. A spark ignites in the darkness, and its light ruthlessly cuts through the gloom that envelops you. An ugly image of the reality around you assaults your retina. You can feel your body again and realize it is filled with pain. Your shoulder is sore from an injection. Until I get a cup of recaf, my vital stat is yet to be determined. Alas, the bliss of death will save you not. The whirling waltz of chance and gloom you'll dance. A prickling sensation burns your shoulder, and the darkness at last fully withdraws from your mind. Whatever the injection was, it is making your heart beat a frenzied tattoo and your pupils narrow so that you now register every detail of the disgusting place in which you have found yourself in merciless clarity. So an injection of the adrenaline, I imagine? I have carouse 1. Look at your rescuer. Your eyes refuse to focus on the blurry figure of the person who came to your aid. He appears to be tall, and your mind emphatically refuses to continue, for every moment of concentration causes your suffering. Let's roll a 1. Feel your body. Every single inch of your body is suffering. Satisfied with this result, you do not delve into detailed examination of your misfortune. All your equipment is gone, as are your shoes. You do not even have a knife at hand to fend off enemies or to open your veins. Let's look around. You are surrounded by the dead, numerous corpses, mutilated bodies and pieces thereof. Humans, Drukhari and other Xenos unfamiliar to you lie motionless in this gruesome mortuary. I have seen you somewhere before. Who are you? A dream obscured of death, deliverance, illuminating will and agony. Where am I? Among the shadows in the wings you lie, where taut are pulled the puppet master strings. The stranger intricately links his fingers to mimic the tools of a puppeteer. My companions, where are they? Not here. The roles have been decided now, but if you play your part, perhaps the plot will draw you back together, or to doom. The figure's cruel laughter follows. This overture in verse the final lines. The merchant's time to tread the boards has come. Embark you now upon your pilgrimage and take my parting gift, a humble prop. The stranger deposits something in your hand and disappears into the twilight. Gift from beyond the grave. A revolver. An unremarkable and weak pistol, the engraving covering its surface is far more valuable than any meager stopping power it might possess. Attempt to rise. You may have commanded multiple planets and millions of lives in your former life, but in this new reality, not even your own feet will obey you. As if to punish you for your arrogance, your disobedient limbs send a sharp jolt of pain up your body. So yeah, we have dogmatic adherent, heretical adherent. We can simply rise, but we have iconoclast adherent. But there's a willpower check. Ugh. Remember all the people whose lives depend on you. Please, make this check. Yes! Hundreds of faces flash before your mind's eye. Friends, subjects and companions. The universe is cruel and full of darkness, and your will and determination are the only barrier between your loved ones and its crushing apathy and brutality. You have no right to die, not here and not now. Resoluteness floods your veins like incandescent plasma, and you make another attempt to get up. We gain the power of honor. Ooh. Effect for permanent. I guess we got this permanently. Nice. Your bare feet feel like they are stuffed with rags and refuse to obey. You have to draw upon all your willpower to suppress the rebellion and stand upright. The pain that engulfs your whole body immediately makes you question the wisdom of this act of defiance. Okay, so what are we looking like here? I'm very curious as to what's going on. Okay. So what do I have? I have a lot of stuff. I have 100 wounds. Your body is mangled by cruel torture. You are on the verge of death. Deformed bones. Your bones have deformed, curved and misaligned, making your movements clumsy and your body feel alien. Darkened eye. You can feel something crawling inside your eye. You have lost most of the vision in it. Hamstrung. Your tendons have been carefully cut with a thin and sharp blade in order to cripple you without completely robbing you of your ability to move. And finally, the agony of flaying. Something has upped your skin sensitivity 100-fold. Even a slight breeze now causes you searing pain. And we have broken ribs, so we have less strength and toughness, and action points are also reduced. Looking at the quests. So we have troubling developments. Find a way to escape Camorra. Being captured imposes certain unfortunate limitations on controlling the Von Valancius Protectorate directly. Until these circumstances are remedied, the Rogue Trader's duties of maintaining and enriching the dynasty are considered negligible. Okay. One foot in the grave. Escape the corpse dump. The Lord Captain came to his senses atop a mountain of corpses in some dreadful place. He needs to escape this place as soon as possible if he does not want to join them. And reunion, find the missing companions. By collecting rumors and information on these missing companions, Lord Captain will be able to find them and learn about their fate. Yeah, because I do need my companions. My character by himself will not be able to do a lot. So I guess the first order of business is really going to be to try and find my teammates here. Oh my god, I have no awareness, right? I have no inventory either. Okay, this is definitely interesting. Wait, can I move? Oh, I had... The corpses smile at you with warmth and whisper quietly, "It is over for you, join us." Beggar. Whatever the dead have, I take it. Ugly beggar. It is nigh impossible to identify this horrendous spawn dressed in rags as a human being, or rather a genetic anathema descended from human beings. The mutant's hideous appearance is complemented by brutal scars and a partially flayed face. You seem to have made an equally poor impression on the wretched beggar. He sizes you up and rasps. "You look like a grogspat. How are you still breathing with wounds like that?" Ah, god damn it. The beggar's features are appalling to the point of being too offensive to look upon. This is a robbery? I am in need of help. The mutant arcs an eyebrow in bemusement. Really? A gripping tale. And why should I give a crap? Perhaps we can strike a deal? You want to trade? I've got things to trade. The beggar lifts his rags and you catch the dull glint of a pistol handle. What have you got? Apart from your innards or whatever that thing is that keeps trying to fall out of your gut. I don't know what he has though. I say for now we keep what we have to ourselves. I figured that. A trade between two beggars, what a laugh. Let's walk away from him. The mutant sniffs the air loudly. You reek of blood, that's not good. That smell draws a lot of attention around these parts. I'm out of here. Okay. I thought I was gonna have a chance to do something again, but... Let's... do
This
these
cannot be.
Awareness tests here. Maybe we'll pass
What
one.
in the world?
blasted Voidfear. He killed your people, tore down your banner, and placed it with his heretical rag.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Escape the corpse dump, find help.
That didn't go as I'd hoped.
Nope. If you surrender to the coffin, lie down, it will be easy to breathe and your lungs will stop burning. Oh my god, man.
This cannot be.
I'm not really a person for physical
A new
tests.
challenge for me?
I'm only for persuasion. I don't like it when...
What in the world?
I mean, I like that the game is doing this sequence. Although I think my text bubble is above my head right now. I don't know. I like this sequence by myself, but I don't like skill tests by myself.
Time.
Your wounds barely hurt at all, and your body feels surprisingly light. Okay. What is the pistol, by the way? It's not equipped. Ah, it's here. There are so many dead people around you. How? It must be Voidfear. Damn him for what he's done to your crew.
None shall stand in my way.
In a pleasant voice, the strange device invites you to put your hand in its depths and press the activation button. An enormous eye stares at you through the glowing portal, or rather, the portal is the eye of something enormous, and its maw patiently waiting for you to step inside.
Victory awaits.
Hands off, that corpse is mine. Okay, so there's nothing over here for me.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
We failed. Well, the wide maw of the chute stretches into a mellow grain as if promising to disgorge a few more bodies to keep you company. Okay, I'm gonna quick save this, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm not gonna pass that either. There's a Drukhari over there, so I cannot go through them unless they're fighting something else. You fool! Do you have a death wish? That's why they came here, to gut people like us. I'm still gonna try and sneak past. Maybe they won't take any notice. I told you to not let them see you. They're the hunters, damn butchers. Dude, how am I supposed to get past this then? Are they going away? No, they're over there. Is the game forcing me to actually do this athletics check here? Because I don't see any other way to find help. Lord Captain's heavily wounded, he has been robbed, and his companions are nowhere to be found. Trapped in his staying place, he more than ever needs to find shelter and medical aid and plan his next steps. I think I have to do the athletics check, but I'm gonna fall and die. God damn it.
Follow my lead.
Really? I have to do this? Oh, let's try it.
I rise to the occasion.
Oh, what? Okay. Okay, so I'm here. What now? There's a guy over there. Can't he see me, really? Do I just go through? If you surrender the coffin, lie down to be easy. Okay, okay. Shriekers.
It's about time.
Your brave enforcers spend their every waking moment training. After all, Voidfear could return at any moment and try to take over your ship again.
Victory awaits.
The barking of weapon discharges becomes Theodorus' disapproving grumble. And do you consider that to be the face of a rogue trader? Okay, to the pit. Okay, so what if I don't go to the pit right now? I'm gonna quick save again. But what's gonna happen here? So if I miss the athletics check, do I just die or something? I wanna go there. I'm gonna wait for this guy to come back.
None shall stand in my way.
Yeah, we're playing Metal Gear Solid Trader here. Get away from me. Come on.
Follow my
so
lead.
He goes away. Take everything and run.
Time.
Okay. Mission successful. Yeah, we've lost moment to the flagship. I know. There might be something over there, but I'm not gonna go there. And I also won't loot the beggar. What did I even get? We got liquefier grenades, 25 to 50 toxic damage with inflicts 3 stacks of melting effect. This is what? Armor goes down, right? Yeah. If target has dodged this grenade, only 1 second melting. Okay. 5 agility and 4 times agility bonus plus dogmatic rank % dodge against attacks. This sucks. And medium armor, which I cannot use. Wonderful. I'm full of awesome gear that I cannot use. Let's leave then.
Victory awaits.
To the pit. I wonder if maybe like a character with a lot of awareness can find knives and some kind of gear in the middle of all that. So more shriekers. Yes, I've read this 3 times already. Stop. Malice's servant. You said we were brothers in arms. It's your initiation. Chickens don't let weaklings in. Some initiation. That poor soul is hilarious.
A new challenge for me?
Oh, okay. The den you have found yourself in is filled with heady smoke and the walls are lined with living shadows. The center of attention is a snake-like Xenos. He is engaged in conversation with a pale, harried-looking Drukhari and pays you no mind, much like everyone else in here. This particular breed of abominable Xenos is unfamiliar to you, but its appearance alone speaks of a vicious nature and inborn wickedness. Survey the room. Everyone gathered here is armed. They all bear scars and some even have fresh wounds. You notice a few humans among the Xenos. They clamor in a mishmash of tongues and their laughter rings with lunacy and bloodlust. The air is thick with an all-pervading sense of doom. Your trained eye does not fail to notice that virtually everyone in this place is under the influence of some substance or another, and powerful ones at that. It seems you have wound up in a narcotics den. Observe the scaled Xenos. The leader of this gang is powerfully built. His scaled hide is reinforced with engraved metal in several spots. His long tail coils around and around as his snake-like head sways gently from side to side. The Xenos is enjoying a state of blissful relaxation. His companion, the god Drukhari, is looking at him obsequiously. Her entire body is adorned with hundreds of embedded steel beads and thousands of red injector marks. Address leader, may we speak? The snake-like Xenos either fails to notice your presence... Oh, give me a second, please. Sorry, baby called. The snake-like Xenos either fails to notice your presence or is simply ignoring you. Iridescent eyelid membranes slide over his eyes, momentarily shuttering them, no doubt a telling look among his kind. Without deigning to look at you, the cadaverous Drukhari mutters, "Malice wants you to disappear, pathetic whelp." Heretical. Die! Address the scaled Xenos. You are Malice, I take it. His serpentine head turns to you with inhuman fluidity, his forked tongue tasting the air. I am Malice. You are inconvenience. Get lost or you'll find out how Malice deals with inconveniences, humanling. I require aid, I am wounded. What makes you think I care? No, don't answer. I don't care. What makes you think that? Lovely day we're having, isn't it? He casts a sidelong glance at you and says skeptically, not for you by the looks of it. What do you mean? I'm perfectly well. The Xeno's eyes start flickering hypnotically. You sense a subtle, unhealthy curiosity in his tone as he points at your wounds. You are bleeding like a butchered carcass. Are you in pain? Pain? I relish pain. It is my betrothed in this accursed world. The Xeno stares at you with a hungry look in his eyes. Prove it. Yeah, we don't have athletics. How? Judging by his pleased expression, the Xenos is enjoying himself. Hurt yourself. Now. I would say no. I will do no such thing. Malice's eyes flash with menace as he says mockingly, here, I'll help you. You watch in detached surprise as drops of something red spray slowly through the air. Is that your blood? The clawed hand that has sliced open your throat leaves behind a crimson trail. Surprise is the last emotion you feel before your consciousness goes dark for good. Am I dead? What? Okay. I'm kind of both liking
tolerate weakness.
This sequence and also not liking this sequence. But okay, that is not the way to go. But it's kind of annoying that me being a character with so much persuasion and intimidation and whatnot, I cannot use any of that here. I feel like in that conversation, it should have played a role.
None shall stand in my way.
Let's try it again. Oh, we actually passed this. You have heard of a breed of Xenos, the Slith. These creatures can often be found in the entourages of powerful Drukhari lords, where they serve as bodyguards and champions. Yeah, we've killed a couple of them. They are just as depraved and vicious as their masters, but theirs is a more primitive intellect and they are driven by baser needs. Read this again. You are a Malice, I take it. I require aid, I'm wounded. Okay. I can pay you handsomely for your assistance. You have nothing, don't waste my time. The Xeno keeps his attention focused on the Drukhari, but his scaled fingers holding an elegant-looking injector clench in displeasure. He speaks slowly and indolently, like a snake about to enter brumation. God damn it, man. I will render valuable services in exchange for existence. What use could you be to me? The Xenos yawns sleepily, his mouth opening disproportionately wide. But if you want to serve, I have a task for you. The dense temperature is controlled by an atmospheric convector. The scavenger who sold it to me forgot to mention it was faulty. Unfortunately for him, he was unable to repair it. Now the scavenger is dead and I have to suffer the discomfort. My race is cold-blooded. We like our nests warm. None of my gang have a knack for hardware, so if you can fix the convector, I'll take pity on you. Smug and mocking, Malice stares at you unblinkingly. I mean, I have no tech use available to me. Perhaps I will seek another way to win your favor. Will you now? Going to pin your hopes on my good and gentle nature famed throughout the chasm? I have power, I can make you rich. This place does not believe in promises, humanling. Komora believes only in strength and spilled blood. You have spilled plenty of your own blood on my floor and I see no strength in you. I see. He gestures his fingers imperiously as if dismissing you. The motion is slow and full of sweet sluggishness. Let's just step away then. Can I just walk? Oh, I can just walk around. Never mind. I don't actually have to speak with him. Okay, so what else we have? beggar. I saw everything. You are cheating. You scum. I knew you could not be that lucky. Are they gonna kill themselves and I can pick up some gear? Let's keep playing, shall we? The fourth player is out and fortune is piling upon me. Right. Medicaid.
This cannot be.
Surprise, surprise, we failed.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
How the hell am I supposed... Oh, we can still try to fix the mechanism. 40% chance. It's not terrible. No, put it back. Don't pull anything out of me.
It's about time.
Spare the last few drops. No. Please leave me in peace. No. Okay, so really? My only actual chance is to try and fix the generator? Oh no, I can just... yes, it is.
I did fine.
Okay, good. The Omniscience power is such that his techniques subdue even the twisted spirit of his xenomechanism and force it to operate. Okay, so are you now happy? Wasting no time, you approach the scale and his rabble. The Xenos is clearly more comfortable now. The sleepy torpor induced by the low temperature has been replaced with the languid ease of an undisputed leader in his element. The convector has been repaired. Help me. Why should I? Malice looks at you with contempt. The convector is fixed already. What's the point in me helping you? The little strength you had left in your body has run out. You collapse to the floor and the darkness that nearly extinguished your mind permanently envelops your vision once more. Through the drum beat of your heart, you hear Malice's voice from somewhere far away. Fine, patch up the humanling. He's proven to be more useful than the rest of you put together. This is a very strange thing to do. If I fail that, what would happen? Sensation slowly returns to you. Your body is still in pain, but you are no longer on the brink of death. Your wounds have been crudely closed with metal clamps, and your throat is pocked with injector tracks, as though you have been wearing a neck pillow of needles. The one who rendered this first aid to you was certainly not a qualified chirurgeon, someone who would typically be permitted to minister to the person of the illustrious rogue trader. It looks like you're back with us. I don't know whether to offer my congratulations or commiserations. The Scaled Xenos looks at you without the slightest deference. Thank you for your help. I do not want your thanks, humanling. You will earn back every stimulant I spent on you. As soon as you stand up, you are seized by a strange sense of unreality. It is as if you are still there, in the wicked darkness, and everything around you is merely a twisted mirage. Doubt seeps into your mind like a poison, sundering its contact with your body. You have to make a deliberate effort to hold on to the thought that you are you. What? Is your mind maggot giving you trouble? I saw it latch onto your spinal cord when you were being patched up. Oh right, we did have that. A fat, well-fed grub it was, with lots of teeth. It's dying now. They have a short lifespan, and that means its poison is especially toxic. You lose touch with reality from time to time, and when the mind maggot dies, the final dose of poison will make you think your body is not your body at all. And then your heart will just stop beating. Awesome. We gained the mind maggot's agony. A dying parasite enrolls in his body that is poisoning his mind with his hallucinogenic toxin. I could have pulled that thing out of you, of course, but I thought, why should I? Consider it a guarantee of your gratitude toward me. When you've earned your healing, I'll release you from it. The lipless mouth stretched into a bloodthirsty grin. Okay, so who are you? I am Malice, and the rabble you see are my shriekers. We are gladiators, the bleeding meat of the fatal thirst's combat arena. We are the beasts who go out there to kill and to die in glorious deaths for the entertainment of the Dark City. And this then is our pleasure ground. There's actually a really cool sci-fi movie called Dark City, which I like a lot. Where am I? The snake-like Xenos is in satisfaction. Komora, the Dark City, the underside of existence, the realm of the Drukhari. You heard of it, humanling. So why did you decide to help me in the end? You are a cocky whelp, but feeble like all members of your race. Your cockiness has not got you killed yet, which means you must be someone important, and you might be useful. What is a mind maggot? A kind of translucent slug. It is a parasite that can only be found in this side of reality. Mind maggots feed on your memory and they inject toxic hallucinations into your mind to stop you resisting. Drukhari can train these creatures and use them to show their victims devious mirages. What do you want from me? Kill for me. Go into the mangled sector and find a freak called the Commissar, one of your kind, and spill his guts for me. Do that and you will earn my favor. And in the chasm, that counts for a lot. Who is this Commissar? A prisoner of the Drukhari who thinks too highly of himself. Instead of dying in the arena without any fuss, he is hiding, gathering other slaves of your race around him, and making pathetic plans to get his revenge. And many of your kind are listening to him. See how few humanling shriekers there are? They used to all come to me, but now they listen to the Commissar and no longer come. I wonder if this Commissar is Abelard. The Mangled Sector, what an off-putting name. It's an off-putting place. It's the base of the spiral in which we live. Camorra is stitched together with from scraps of various dimensions, and in the Mangled Sector the seams are starting to rip. Space is collapsing in on itself, and entropic radiation is off the scale, spawning all kinds of abominations, and the sector itself is slowly but surely turning into nothing. Awesome! Some unhinged humanling went there recently. What did they call him? Warsorian. He was old but strong, and too loud. His visit probably stirred up all the freaks. You should be more careful and quieter than he was. You'd have to be insane to set foot in a place like that. Insane, or an outcast like the Commissar hiding from the hunt. Or you. Why do you want me to do it? I don't want to drag my whole gang to the Mangled Sector. The place will kill off 3 times more fighters than the Commissar's crew will. That means I need to send an assassin. The Commissar's fighters know my Shriekers, but nobody knows you. And besides, you don't have a choice, which means you'll see it through to the end. I'm gonna need a more serious weapon. Prove that you're useful first. Do this and Malice will see that you have decent toys to play with, but not before. In the meantime, you can pick something out of the junk pile. Malice gestures at a container half full of shoddy equipment. I will just say this, it doesn't mean it's true. So very well, I will kill him. Bring me his head. In exchange, I will share my toys with you. They make surviving in Camorra possible. Okay. And if you think of lying to me and running, when you're on the street, look out for a humanling dressed in red with a cog on his chest and a face full of misery. See how he is dying alone with nobody to help him. Your death will be just the same. Okay. So... Oh, that's the guy dressed in red. So Pascal dealt with this guy before. We know where Abelard is. And we have to bring Malice the Commissar's head. Okay. Oh, Power of Honor, okay. The
I
pile.
won't tolerate weakness.
Oh. Actually, don't want anything to go to cargo right now. Okay, so what are we looking at here? We have medium armor. We have a sniper rifle. We have a shotgun. Or we have a las pistol. Or a las gun. I think I'll go for the las gun here. Okay. That's something at least.
None shall stand in my way.
There's nothing over here? A familiar sense of unreality rolls in, breaking the connection between body and mind. If I can have Abelard in my party, I feel like I can take pretty much anything. The streets of the chasm. Okay, so before we go there, is there anything else here?
To the stars.
Malice is over there. Okay. Well, this is an interesting quest. I am liking it, with the exception of the skill tests.
Follow my lead.
Maybe if you fail it, he will also help you. I don't know. The tear in the fabric of space is sparking with entropic energy capable of unraveling the threads of matter itself.
Victory awaits.
Yeah, and this is just where we were before, right? Yeah. Okay, so to the streets we go. We no longer have those 100 wounds, but we still have a big penalty to strength and toughness, I think. Just please don't make me fight something by myself. This wasn't here before, was it? cargo. Okay. Wait, your trophies were packed. Okay. Ah, so now we don't have Drukhari. A flash of searing pain causes the contents of your skull to burst into flames. Bunch of shriekers. Iliad. Okay, that sounds dangerous. Quick save. I still have faith in Iliad, but she did betray me. We can activate the switch.
None shall stand in my way.
Find Iliad. The Aldari runs a hand over her face before turning to you. Her pale skin is tightly stretched over the bones of her skull, her eyes have lost their glimmer, and her neck is stopped under an unseen burden. And yet you still recognize her. Iliad Lanivis, your former companion and the reason for her imprisonment within these dark walls. Iliad glances at you, her eyes widening slightly, but that is the only change you detect in her tense expression. Whatever emotions you may be feeling, she is suppressing them well. Elantak. Look at the Drukhari surrounding Iliad. What is going on here? Step back, Elantak. Iliad says in a trembling, barely audible voice. You have suffered enough. One of the Xenos who were watching Iliad torture the silent victim steps forward. Did the monkey come for a taste of pain? Then you must have patience. Our little guest still has so much suffering to extract from her first victim. Your prey is far from empty, Iliad. Do not hold back. Iliad grips the blade in her hand and immediately winces. Her spirit stone is emanating a red glow. She touches it with an expression of anguish. The suffering overwhelms me. No more. I cannot bear it any longer. Okay, why are you doing this to her? I intend to find a way out of this place. What about you? Lean toward Iliad and whisper in her ear. Suffering, you say? Perfect. Show me how much more you are willing to suffer for a chance of forgiveness. No. Rip the blade out of Iliad's hands and kill the Drukhari who just spoke. Iliad is mine. You cannot have her. Yeah. The Drukhari is too enthralled by the victim's torture to react in time. The blade goes through his throat and the Xenos collapses with a visceral wheeze. Nice. This knife has a chance to inflict bleeding. His skin moves to draw their weapons but freeze, transfixed by the sight of their brother thrashing in agony. Iliad takes a ragged breath. From the Dark One's toy to a monkey's property, my path shows me no mercy, Elantak. Tell me, will your heart find the strength and resolve to forgive me, to allow me to share the path with you once more? We will yet have a word about your deeds. Now, however, it is time to leave. Iliad nods warily. You are right. Explanations and understanding are now ours to pursue. And yet, your willingness to take me back astounds me, Elantak, and it frightens me in equal part. Azurian, heed my word. I will not fail your faith in me again. The spirit stone in her breast flashes and slowly dims. And now let us walk away from the nightmares that sink their stings into the darkest recesses of my ravaged soul. Okay, so now we have Iliad with us. You should be dead, sir. Okay, so now we also have her. I cannot use... Oh, I do have armor for her. Okay, cool. I will take that. We will take a rate of fire weapon and also a long rifle. This is actually a very good rifle to give her. Okay. Now we have some firepower.
To the stars.
No.
I'm guessing this is like an... Wait, what? Did he die? I'll take the knife. Activate the switch. Okay, so this lowers that. We have some more Drukhari over there. I want to try and avoid Drukhari. If I can.
Weakness.
Until I get some more friends.
I have failed my kin.
No surprise there. Well, this is interesting, I will say. It's cargo. Okay, the same thing as before. more cargo. Jesus. Okay, so I feel like there's quite a bit to explore here.
A new challenge for
I am liking this a lot. But we will have to do this carefully. So yeah, we came from there. We met Iliad here. There's a pathway going left, but there's a bunch of Drukhari, which I don't think I want to face right now. So we're gonna go here and explore a little bit more. Lift the Mangle site. Okay, so we can pick up Abelard maybe over there. Cool. But yeah, we're gonna end our episode here, my friends. I'm very much looking forward to exploring this chasm. But yeah, so this will be the end of it. As always, I want to thank you all for being here with me in the channel, watching some Rogue Trader. I hope you guys are liking this little chasm section. Questions, suggestions, anything like that, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.